Hey, what's up my fellow Twisters? Welcome back to another episode of our Let's Build series, where we are creating a redstone base on the surface of Mars. We've been having a lot of fun with this so far, guys, and today we are going to be adding in some defenses to our redstone bridge, as well as an underground redstone elevator, and the interior for our entire house. So we're going to try to finish that up, and hopefully it goes well. Now, before we get started with the video itself, I do want to personally thank all of you for showing the series so much support. I really appreciate it, and it's super fun to read your guys' comments and implement all of those ideas into the map. And yeah, and one thing I do want to mention, guys, is that I did say I would release the download for the map in the last episode, and I know I keep saying it, but I do record those videos ahead of time, and sometimes I do forget. But in this episode, which should be up on Saturday, I will definitely have the download link so you guys could enjoy that. So you could go down right now and download the map for PC, and then you know, play on it or whatever. And when you guys are down there, be sure to smack that like button and leave a comment down below. Let's aim for like 1,000 likes. I would definitely appreciate it. Now, I do want to mention that I actually write down your guys' comments and I keep them for future episodes. I know one of you said to build like a gigantic spaceship in the sky. I still have that one. That was a pretty good idea, and also the gigantic Mars rover as well. Alright, now let's go ahead and show you guys what I have been doing offline. Basically, I had an idea to add in some barricades to our redstone bridge. As you can see, when I place down a bit of redstone dust here, our walls actually pop up using some sticky pistons, and it kind of blocks the person off. Now, of course, you could always break the blocks or whatever, but since this is for like an adventure map role-playing type situation, it would be a pretty cool idea to have this surrounding the entire bridge, as well as one over here to kind of add in an extra layer of defense, as well as it doesn't look that bad. I mean, the piston extension kind of looks bad, but if you go ahead and turn this off, we could easily like decorate this and hide the pistons and just keep this over here, and it will look just fine. So guys, this is very simple to build. You will just need to modify your bridge slightly, and to do this we need to go ahead and come over here, destroy our log block, our fence on the left hand right hand side, and destroy the block on the left that's right behind our upside down cobblestone staircase. And now what we could do is go ahead and grab ourselves some oak wood stairs, place it upside down in these 4 different locations, and now we could start adding in our pistons. Now, to power our pistons, we want to place down a bit of redstone dust there. As you can see, with our power on, it will actually power this block and then power this bit of redstone dust. This redstone dust is going to power this block, and then when we place down a sticky piston facing up over here, it should be turned on just like that. Now, to power the sticky piston on this side, we need to go ahead and place down a redstone repeater facing towards that direction, and that should get the job done. Then we need to place down a upside down staircase right over there yet again, and finally place down another block over here, which is going to get powered by this bit of redstone dust. And now we could go ahead and place down a sticky piston facing up over here, and over there. And that is pretty much it, guys. That is all the modification you would need. And to do this on the other side, you would, you know, basically do the same thing. So let's just quickly do that to show you guys how it would work. I mean, it's super simple to do. The bridge might look a bit weird, but it's definitely worth it to add that extra layer of protection. Yet again, you want to break 4 of these blocks. This time you want to do the block on the right side that's behind this upside down cobblestone staircase. Grab ourselves our staircases, place them upside down right over there, 1 block over here, a bit of redstone dust there, a block over here, and a redstone repeater. Oh gosh, we need to break one of these. A redstone repeater going up like that, upside down staircase, block over there, a sticky piston facing up, and then a final one, and there you go. You just need to place down your cobblestone walls right on top, and as you guys can see, that is pretty much how you would do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to do this for like all of the sides of the bridges, including all of the bridges across the map, and then we'll definitely have a pretty good system going. Now, of course, we do need to do this in the front, and this is actually pretty simple. You just place down 3 sticky pistons like that, and then place down 3 cobblestone walls, and then you just add a signal to each one of these. And yet, like I mentioned, it's super simple. You just place down 3 bits of redstone dust, place down a redstone torch right over there, and then apply that redstone signal, and it will push up this block or these blocks as well as the ones on the sides once you connect it all up using redstone. And you can do that by basically grabbing this signal, through that block and then into our pistons at the bottom. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I don't need to focus too much on that anymore because you get the idea. You just have to repeat the process on all of the different patterns on the bridge, since it is like a repeating system that I laid out. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and now build our redstone elevator. So guys, here we are at the bottom of our house. I did clear out the tunnel a bit, as you can see. Now over here we have a gigantic hole where our elevator is going to be. Now this is the elevator from the tutorial I uploaded yesterday, if you guys want to go ahead and take a look at that. But basically it's a 9x7 area, and also you want to go ahead and count up 3 blocks over here, then 4 blocks to the right to find your 2 center blocks. And these 2 blocks are actually going to be the entrance to the elevator, and this elevator technically only goes up, but I think it could also go down as well. I'm not really sure about that. But anyways, we're going to build it, and I'm building it at a random height. I didn't really measure how deep this hole is. I just dug down, and then I cleared the area using World Edit. But anyways, let's go ahead and build it. Alright, so you want to get started by counting yet again 3 blocks up, 4 blocks to the right, destroying the block in the ground, placing a regular piston facing up, right in the ground, 1 over here, then a block over there, a block over there, 1 block over here, and then basically going up as far as you can until you get all the way to your location of choice. Now for me, I'm just going to build it up 6 different pistons, so let's just go ahead and do that. That is currently 3. We just need to do 3 more. 1, 2, and then 1 more after this, and that should be good. Alright, so here we go. Boom. That is going to be the top of our elevator just for the tutorial. I'll do the rest offline since that's going to take a really long time. Alright, so now what we need to do is go ahead and place down an L shape of our blocks at the back. So basically we need to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks over here, then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks over there, then 1, 2, and then basically copy this pattern at the back of all of these regular blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, yet again 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. As you can see, it's a gigantic L shape. Yet again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and yet again, one more time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2. So obviously, you'll just continue this until you get all the way to the top, and it's basically just a repeating pattern, so it will not be that hard anyways, or you can just download the map in the description if you don't want to do it. Alright, so now, what we need to do is go ahead and grab ourselves some regular pistons, so let's just go ahead and do that, or some sticky pistons, excuse me, and place them at the back of our regular pistons just like that. So as you can see, our sticky piston is facing our regular piston. Yet again, you do this on all of the layers and continue it up. So let's just go ahead and do that. There we go, on the left and right hand side. Now once you have that, you want to go ahead and grab another block of your choice, place it on our sticky piston just like that, as you can see on both ends. There we go. And the next thing we need to do is go ahead and grab ourselves another block of our choice and then build up some layers over here. And this is basically going to be the corner of our elevator, and the elevator will be right over here. So this is basically going to be the entrance. You'll walk over here, hit that button or whatever, and then it will take you all the way to the top. Alright, so now what we need to do is go ahead and add in some of the redstone for the back, and to do this we need to place down 2 redstone repeaters at the back of these blocks, then 1 over here, and then repeat that on all of the different levels for both sides of our structure. So let's just go ahead and do that. Place down 2 redstone repeaters at the back of those blocks, 1 over here, 1 over there. Do the same thing on the other side. Yet again, you want to repeat this all the way to the top if you're doing it, so let's just go ahead and place down 2 over here as well. 2 over there, I believe. I can't really see it, but yeah, there you go. 1 over here, there, and that's pretty much it. Now the next thing we need to do is go ahead and change this redstone repeater over here that's at the back of our piston to 4 ticks. So there we go, just do it like that. And the 1 at the bottom over there, I can't really see it, but it looks like we got it. Yep, there we go. And then do it for this side as well, so just change that to 4 ticks. Yet again, the one that's behind our piston, and do not change any one of the other ones because it will not work properly. So now what we need to do is place down 3 bits of redstone dust behind our redstone repeaters and the block all the way to the right side. Do the same thing on the other side. Even if it's down here, place down 1, 2, 3 bits of redstone dust on all of these blocks yet again, and you would just copy this until you get to the top. And I'm just repeating that so you guys know and don't really forget. Alright, so now what we need to do is go ahead and destroy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks on the left hand side. And then we need to go ahead and destroy 2 blocks at the bottom over there. And then we need to destroy 2 blocks on this side as well. Place down a redstone repeater in that area down here. And basically that redstone repeater under this block is going to power this block. And the other one is going to power that block with the redstone over there. So yeah, I'm just saying that so you guys know. We need to set this one to 2 ticks. Be sure and remember to do that. And you would do that by basically right-clicking on it once. If you guys don't know, this is 1 tick, that's 2 ticks. This is 3 ticks, and that is 4 ticks. I mean, some of you don't know that, so I'm just telling you, because I never really mentioned that for some reason. Alright, so now what we need to do is go ahead and just fill this area back in. And now we need to place down a bit of redstone dust there, and all along these blocks. Destroy this block right over here. Place a bit of redstone dust going towards our piston in the ground. 2 bits of redstone dust there, a block on top of this. Then we need to activate this block to activate the redstone. And now once that is activated, we can start working with the rest of redstone. Alright, so yet again, you want to make sure the redstone is activated when you're building your elevator. I don't know why this works, but for some reason it does. And yeah, so anyways guys, let's go ahead and start building up our elevator. What we need to do is basically put 1 block over here, 2 blocks over here, 2 blocks over there, and create a pattern at the back section of the map. Now, I just realized I don't have enough lighting down here, so let's just go ahead and place down some blocks over there. But anyways, like I was saying, you want to create a pattern on the back side of our elevator. And if you guys did not notice, I basically have a 2-block pattern, and the top of the pattern should always end in between these columns, or in between these pylons. I don't know what you would call it, but basically guys, you need to place down, I would say, 2 blocks over here. And as you can see, it will end between our columns, and then we place down 2 blocks over here. It will end between our layers again. We place down 2 blocks over here. If we were going up to another level, it will end between the 2 different levels, and so on and so forth. So I can't really explain that too much, but as you can see, we do have the block yet again ending between the layers. So I just want to emphasize that if you guys are trying to build all the way up to the sky. Alright, so now what we need to do is basically grab a redstone repeater and place a redstone repeater from this redstone going into this column. That's why you basically want to have the top of the column always ending over there. Alright, so basically we need to do that for all of the different levels, so let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. And also we need to do it over here and over there. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Now the last thing we need to do is go ahead and make sure we do it at the bottom as well, otherwise it's not going to work. Then set these to 2 ticks each. You want to make sure that every single one is set to 2 ticks. And we would just do it like that by right-clicking on it once. Now the last thing we need to do to finish the system up is place down a redstone dust right over here. As you can see, it will be activated. Then we want to connect this bit of redstone dust to this redstone by basically placing down a bit of redstone dust there. This will power this redstone repeater, which will power this block, and then it will power this bit of redstone dust, power this redstone, and then it will power this redstone repeater, and then this bit of redstone dust there, and then you connect it up there. So basically, this is like an elevator, and that's why you want this particular pattern at the back. So yeah, that's basically how that works. On this side, you want to do the same thing. Redstone dust here, there, and then here and there, and that is pretty much our elevator done. I don't think we need to do anything else. Alright, so now we need to replace this lever with a button and test this out, so let's just go ahead and do that. And one thing I do want to mention is that you will need a glass block in front of you to keep you from falling off. So let's just go ahead and build up a glass wall right over here. There we go. And this is basically going to keep it where the pistons won't be able to push you off, hence creating the elevator. So as you can see, I just created a 2 by 1 block door. I stand in the middle, hit this button, and then I go all the way to the top. So there you go, guys. That is basically our redstone elevator. Very simple to make and easy to copy all the way to the top. And I'll do that offline, but you guys get the idea. That is our lovely redstone elevator. Now, I did take quite some time to build that. So now let's go ahead and work on the interior of our ugly house, because this is just horrible. This is horrible. Okay, so the first room we're going to work on today is our bathroom. Our bathroom would basically just need a shower, a toilet, and possibly a bath. Alright, so I'm going to make my shower right here on this side. To do this, I want to go ahead and break the block at the bottom, place down whatever this block is. I think it's the Parish Marine. I really don't know how to say that, but destroy the block at the top. As you can see, we will have a space there to place down a dispenser facing down, and then we need to destroy a wall over here that is 3 blocks tall. After we do that, we place down a block up like this. A bit of redstone dust down there, and then once this redstone dust is powered, it will power this block, this bit of redstone dust, and then it will go up to this area and power this dispenser. Alright, so let's just go ahead and place down redstone dust there, and then what we could do is just build up a 3 blocks right over here, or 4 blocks, and then cover this up, and it will make the room slightly smaller, but now we have a working shower. Alright, so what we can do now is come around this side, block this bit of redstone dust there, place on a button, and then when we hit that button, it will activate that dispenser. Alright, so now what we need to do is place down glass panes along these blocks, and then place down a water bucket in there. Hit that button. As you can see, our shower will turn on, and now it will turn off. So there you go. Super simple to build, guys. And now we can get working on the rest of the bathroom. Now, the bathroom is fairly simple to make. We just grab ourselves a hopper, as well as maybe an iron trapdoor and a lever. And what else can we use for like the top of the toilet? I'm not really sure, but let's just go ahead and place down, I would say, 2 blocks over here, and place down a hopper going into that block with a iron trapdoor right on top of that hopper. Can we do that? Yes, there we go. Alright, so you know what? I'm actually going to make a working toilet, and to do this, we want to just dig down a bunch of blocks, and then behind our hopper, we want to place a dropper facing down. So let's just go ahead and do that. Dropper facing down, and then this dropper is going to have lava underneath, and when we go ahead and activate this block over here using our lever, it should drop those items, as you can see, into our lava pit. So let's just go ahead and grab that. There we go. And we need to grab ourselves a bucket of lava. Don't mind if I do. And then I would replace the blocks down here with some quartz, I guess. I don't know, whatever looks best. There we go. And voila. Now I'll place down blocks over there, blocks over here, lava in there. And that is pretty much it. So now what I want to do is actually place down some glass. That way we can see into it, which will make it a bit more interesting. So let's just go ahead and do that. Boom. There we go. And then we can place down a iron trapdoor there. And now when we go ahead and open this up, let's open that up. There we go. We can drop that there, and it will dispense it. So as you can see, it's not even in the dropper anymore. It basically just went into the lava. So there we go, a working toilet. I mean, that is actually super simple to create. I didn't even know that. All right, so now actually I'm gonna, put it like that. That way no one can actually see it. Okay, so now what's next? Okay, so I made a few modifications into the bathroom. As you can see, I added in some carpet into the floor, and I did add in some of our blue wool over here, because of course you cannot add in carpet that has glass on top, as well as I added in lapis at the bottom, because that is connected to lava and you don't want the house to set on fire. At the bottom of this block, we have a redstone lamp, of course, for the floor lighting in the future. And then on this side, I went ahead and added in 2 blue banners, as well as a painting in the middle, 2 flower pots with some flowers in there. And I'm debating whether or not I should completely change the side of this structure in order to add in a sink. Now, I think a sink will go very well over here, so I might just do that. Alright, so let's just go ahead and just add it in and see how it looks. Basically, I want to add in a sink or a cauldron right over here, and I would place on some water in there, and then an upside down lever, as you can see, and that is pretty much going to be our bathroom. I think it looks pretty good, and in the future, we won't need these, whatever you call those torches, because we will have the lighting in the floor. But yeah, I think our bathroom looks okay, and I'm kind of satisfied with it so far. I'm gonna go outside and see how it looks, and maybe we can modify this and probably salvage the structure. As you can see, that 1 block is off, and maybe I could go ahead and just place down an entire row of blocks and maybe curve it on the edge like that. It might look a bit better, but I don't know. I guess I could possibly do it over here as well. Let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. And you know what? I think that could actually salvage it. It does look like a nice curve. Let's grab ourselves some upside down quartz slabs, place it right over there. And I think that is okay. And we could possibly add in a giant window over here as well. Oh, I think we can. And did I destroy something? Yes, I think I did. Okay, I'm gonna go back in there and try to fix everything, and then we could decorate the rest of the house. Oh my god, my entire bathroom is on fire. What the heck? Oh my god, put it out, put it out. How? What is going on right now? Oh my god, oh my god. Holy crap, okay, lava over there is a bad idea. I'm just going to remove that lava because this is going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, so let's go ahead and build up to the front room. I had a good idea, and I'm going to use the whole anvil and some leaf trick again. I know I always do this, but I quite like it. It's a pretty good decoration, I do have to say. I'm going to add in an upside down or a regular stone slab in this area with an armor stand right on top. And the reason I did that is because I think it looks better at an elevated peak. Alright, so with that being said, let's add down 2 birchwood stairs right over here. Place down regular signs on the left and right hand side of that. It's going to create a neat looking chair. I guess it's looking directly at the front door. We could fill in 1, 2, 3, 4 places with our quartz block just to make a one area door. And we could always add in a piston door over here if we so choose, and then add in a switch on this side since we do have a few blocks that we could use, as well as we can maybe add in some carpet over here, I guess. I'm not really sure what you would add into this tiny room, but I know on this side we could go ahead and add in a painting just like that. Let's just go ahead and add in our trusty blue carpet since that's everywhere in the house and it's basically the theme of this entire interior. Let's go ahead and do that. I think it looks okay. And we could, of course, replace these blocks at the bottom using our blue, whatchamacallit, your blue wool. There we go. Got those. And you know what I want to do as well? I want to add in some windows here, but I really don't know where I would add in windows. I can't do it over here because, I mean, that's a bathroom. I can't add in windows to a bathroom, can I? I think I can. Actually, let's go back into this bathroom over here and do what we did on the modern house builds. Alright, so I'm going to do this little thing over here. Destroy 2 blocks at the top. This is going to be our window. We could grab ourselves some blue stained windows. And I just want to do this because I want to add in color into the building. I know the building is currently just white and blue, but it's okay so far. And also we can move that lava like 2 blocks down into the ground because that makes a lot more sense than just having it right over here. Alright, so let's just go ahead and modify everything while we're at it. There we go. Lava all the way down there. Build up 1, 2, 3 blocks there. And then we could go ahead and grab ourselves our blue carpet yet again. There we go. Where's our blue carpet? There we go. And just place it all along these blocks, just like that. Alright, so now let's get back to the window. Okay, so it's a blue window, and like I mentioned, it's just glass panes. We come around this side, and yet again, very similar to the modern house, I'm going to place down some sugarcane blocking this area. So it's like a mini decoration. So basically what we need to do is go ahead and replace these blocks down here with sand. Even though we don't need to, I think it'll be a cool addition just to have a bit of variety. So let's just go ahead and grab that sand. There we go. And then we need to destroy 1, 2 blocks over there and place down some water. So let's just grab that, place down our water in there. And then we can maybe grab some of our stone slabs and surround this small area. So I'm not sure how this will look, but, I don't know. It's not bad. It's an idea. It's definitely an idea. Let's grab ourselves some sugarcane over here. Where is our sugarcane? There we go. I'm trying to type this in. And let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's going to definitely block our window and give us a bit of privacy. Alright, so I was thinking how I could add in more color into our building, and I thought about doing this, changing all of the coal into red wool, or I could always change it into red stained clay, which I think looks better, but you guys get the idea. This is how I want it to look, and I don't know, tell me how it is in the comment section down below. I really do need your help because, I mean, I don't know, it looks weird to me. And also, we could go ahead and extend this part of the roof, because I also think this looks weird. So let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. So it makes it look a bit more round. Actually, guys, that is basically going to wrap up today's episode of our Let's Build series. If you enjoyed it, please take 1 second to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, suggest another idea that you would like to see in the structure itself, and your comments might be featured on the next episode. Yet again, let's aim for 1,000 likes as well as 1,000 comments. It's a huge goal, but I know you guys could do it. Anyways, this was Twiistz, and I'll see you all next time.